Welcome everyone to the Divine Healing Channel. My name is Jane. I was guided to bring a message to you today. They asked me to bring out these two decks here. I'm going to pull out a card, put it up there and read it at the end of the reading, which will have everything to do with the body of the reading, basically. So with that, I'm going to begin with pulling cards. This Star Beings card popped out a few times already, so I'm just going to shuffle it once more and see what comes out. So if anyone is new here, this is what the Spirit has me do. They have me pull out a couple cards and put them up here and read them at the end. So, too many, Spirit. You want both? I heard both. Okay, so we have the card Faith and Universal Energies. I do not know what these cards are. This one says you are ascending, and this one says Cloak of Protection. So we're just going to set these here, and we're going to read these cards later as they guide me to. I'm not sure what this reading is going to be about. I'm being kind of kept in the dark on this one, which is okay because a lot of times they just give me messages throughout the day about the energies that are going on in the ether, and I just read the energy from the ether. I write those down, and that's what the readings are about. But today they're just going to do something a little different. They keep drawing my attention to my little pendant here, which is the book, and it's open wide. So I think this is going to be some kind of education or something. I don't really know. Okay, Spirit, what do you want here? They're asking me to, what this one? They're saying no, they want me to pick a card. What if I pick this one? They just told me no, so I'm going to do as they asked and split the deck here. This one. Oh, look at that. Number 26. And that reduces to an 8, which is the affinity symbol as well. But it has an Ankh in the middle here, which is basically earth and spirit connected. I don't know what the card means, though. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before, so it's these cards, I don't really get to use them that often. I don't know what they are. I think they like to keep it that way, too, because they like to keep it mixed up. Okay, Spirit, where do you want to start now? Now, when I was shuffling this deck here, clarifying life situations, this card popped out and they asked me to keep it out. And then they asked me to put this out here too, the star here. So, which again is about the elements, about the air, water, earth, and fire. And then the top part is spirit. So that's double confirmation here with the Ankh. And this card came out, Metamorphosis Mirage, and it says embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. So I don't really, we're going to find out what's going on here though. Okay, how many of these you want? I heard them say 3. Sky of Clarity. Soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where insights are as infinite as the azure expanses. Okay. So you're going through some kind of change. The sky of clarity. Okay. What next, Spirit? Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Okay, so you're going through some kind of change. Cavern of secrets unveiled the hidden wonders within the shadowy depths of enigmatic secrets and concealed wisdom. And leave that up because I believe that might have something to do with this reading, because I was getting a lot of messages the past few days about what to do with that book, about hiding in our, something's hiding in our reality, and it actually talked about the masculine, because it spoke about the sun and how the sun is the masculine and something is hiding in our reality. And then it also, and then the feminine is the pathway to source, and it's the balance of both. And it talked about the ley lines, energy flow, and it talked about how the separation of the energy is what makes that flow, what creates the flow, because there would be no flow without that separation of us being individuals, but yet, you know, we're still all connected as one. They also spoke about all paths lead home. So we're going to look into that and see what's going on. And Spirit is going to give us a message. Oh, they did ask me to put on my rings before I started. Do you want to go out? Sorry, my dog wants to go out. Here. Thought they'd be tired. I took them for a big long run, but apparently not. Okay, Spirit, where do you want me to begin? Okay, this deck, I guess. All right, so what is this metamorphosis mirage, Spirit? This transition between the past and the future. You know, I think you're letting go of your old self, letting go of old situations even, and moving on. Mermaid hearts. I don't know what this card means. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I need to double check, make sure that you can see the cards. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I thought I knocked cards over. Sorry. Okay, Spirit. What do you want here? Sanctuary. It's a beautiful card. Receiving. And that goes underneath being carried away. I believe that somebody's romantic partner is coming into your life. Okay. And on the bottom is fruit of life. Okay, we're going to leave that up too, because small stone, they said. I'll just put the little heart on it. Okay. They do want me to read these two cards here. What's that number again? 26, which makes it 8, correct. Okay. You know, I was just, they made me make note of the numbers. So the 29 reduces down to 11. And then the 43 reduces down to a 7. And then the 64 reduces down to a 10, which then reduces down to a 1. So you have a lot of 1s and a 7 here. That might be significant to you. I don't know. So universal energies, you are ascending. You are flying high, rising up. Stay focused on your mission and know that the universe and angels are supporting you in every step of the way. This is part of your ascension process. In order to fully integrate in both soul and human, it's essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationship you have been putting off dealing with. By stepping forward and facing the complications of your earthly life, you let your soul grow and ascend. Just like I was talking about that metamorphosis, you're letting go of old stuff. Okay. And then you want me to read this one. Okay, here. This one, faith, cloak of protection. You are protected. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. You are now safe. Let go of the old and stop waiting for history to repeat itself. For you are in a new time in which you can create your own story and begin living it. If you feel you are stepping into the unknown, know that your angel is holding your hand, leading you on. And the activation is, I am safe and protected by angels. And this activation, they told me I didn't read it. I support myself in the process of ascension. Okay, Spirit. They're asking me to pull out an animal. Oh, doves are on the bottom. Spread messages of peace and harmony. Cat, be relaxed and independent. Cats are also, they can see into, you know, they live in the physical, but they can see beyond. They can see past the veil. So cats are actually protectors in this realm. All right. So what do you want here, Spirit? The wolf, just talk about protectors. Be independent, but work together. And I spoke about that in the very beginning, about how we are separate, but we're all one. Okay. Wolf also is a family pack. And Mom on the bottom. See clear boundaries and enforce them. Is there another card you want here? You know, donkeys they warn you too. Donkeys warn when something, like on a farm. That's why people have donkeys on a farm. Keep your heart open no matter what. Yeah, you could have had issues with your heart being shut off. You could have possibly have been like single for a long time too. Okay, do you want another card here? Tiger, accept your magnificence. All right, Spirit. Oh my gosh, and B, spread heart healing with joy. Bees are also, yeah, bees don't actually fly, they hover. They have that vibration that allows them to move around because their bodies are too big to actually be able, their wings are too weak to actually lift their bodies. They use a vibration to, that's why they make that humming sound. Sorry, I need a drink of tea and now a sip of water. They asked me to put, I don't know what this music is here. That usually has something to do with the reading too. It's 432 hertz, and it's for the whole body and spirit. Oops, sorry, here at me. Oh, goodness. What are you doing, Spirit? It's positive energy vibrations is what it is. And it's for the whole body of spirit, emotional, physical, mental. Yeah. Okay. All right, Spirit. All right, what else do you want me to do here? Because I mean, all these cards, you want me to read all these cards? They want me to read the wolf and the tiger. That's a lot of cards to be reading, Spirit. Wolf first, and then tiger. Wolf. Okay, well, we pretty much know about the wolves. We don't really need to. Okay, so the guidance. This is the card of the spiritual teacher. When you choose it, you are reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practice, as this is very important to your progress because you're ascending, right? As this is act nobly and honorably, whatever the circumstances, for many will look up to you. You must learn to trust your inner guidance. Then decide who you have confidence and give them your loyalty. You need to know who you can trust because you have wisdom and healing to impart. Look for that like-minded others and gather them to you, as together you can fulfill your mission more effectively than if you work alone. Whether you are aware of it or not, you can spread the unconditional love and light to the gold ray of Christ, which has a huge energetic impact on those around you. And maybe that's why you're going to have this. Oh, look, at my book is now interfering with this. Perhaps that's why this is coming in to play now, like this whirlwind of romance. Or it says romantic moment now. I don't know if that's a brief thing or a forever thing. I don't know. Let's see. Tiger. Here we go. The guidance for the tiger is this card comes to remind you that you are a unique and magnificent person. So accept this. It asks you to tune physically into a situation or relationship that is troubling you. Trust your inner knowing to present you with the answers you are seeking. And one of those cards talked about dealing with like past relationships or something. Let's see. They listen to your wisdom, and this will reveal to you how to handle the person or circumstances for the highest good of all. You know, it's funny, those two cards are pretty similar. Tiger energy tells you to be prepared to act decisively with strength and power. However, you may not even need to take action, because when you have a tiger in your energy field, other people sense it and respond with respect. The tiger card also advises you to expand your horizons, develop something new in your life which you can learn to enjoy. Okay, and that's that. The mermaid's heart. Let's see here. See, going through this metamorphosis, and with the mermaid hearts, and then the number breaking down to 1-1. You know, this is like a whole new thing coming in here. Let's see here. Just give a quick look. I don't know what this card is. This is such a new deck. I've only used it a few times and I don't have them all memorized. This card reminds you of the importance of laughter and play in your life. Do you find the laughter comes easily? You are daily engaged in activities that bring you joy? Do you connect with friends sharing laughter and merriment? In the demanding pace of life today, we sometimes forget how important it is to have a good belly laugh once in a while. Okay. Okay, they're talking about from microcosm and macrocosm. Okay, from the spin of our DNA to the shape of galaxies. Spirals exist everywhere in nature. And you know, this one has a spiral in the middle of it, even in the forest. And it, okay, I'm not going to get into that because I don't know. They are the purest form of moving energy. How delightful that mirrored golden spirals create hearts. I was just about to say it looks like a heart at the bottom of it. And after I said I'm not going to say that because I don't know for sure, and Spirit said to me, you do know, and you should have said that. Because I'm still learning to trust my intuition and the visions I have. I'm still learning. And that's why they have me do these readings, because when you come across them, you know, you're probably going through the same thing. And see, that's why they want me to document my path, because as I'm learning, you're going to have something to be like, oh, okay, it's not just me, you know, this is just a natural thing. Like, this is not, you know, just a me thing. It's a you thing too. Okay. Look at that. And then, you know, for spiraling in love. And then it comes out with that, and it has the spiral spirit. It's about all these spirals here. Okay, sanctuary is refuge and renewal. Oh, I didn't do that with the mermaid hearts. There's words that come on the top that they want me to. Courage and transformation. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, shoot, that's 39, not 29. Sorry. I got so excited there. Friendship, laughter, and play. Yeah. It's this metamorphosis that you're going through. Perhaps you haven't been in that kind of energy because you've been, you know, working with all this old energy, trying to remove the old. And now you're going to be transforming into, and then you're going to be in this, you know, I also believe this could be like your soul family, like finally your soul tribe is coming together for you. They're going to find you, or you're going to find them. So sanctuary is refuge and renewal. This talks about the DNA spirals connect the peace dove from the place of the heart that dwells within every one of us. The double helix of the DNA spins a remembering of our divinity and accelerates our participation, in conscious evolution. You have much to do upon the earth. Realize that however in tune you are with evolving purpose, however fast as you are shifting paradigms, there will be times when it is necessary for you to retreat in order to renew your vitality and reconnect with your sacred center. Set aside time for stillness. Allow a sense of peaceful tranquility to pervade your consciousness. And that's what they're talking about. This is why they wanted to, the clarity, they wanted to bring you clarity. You might have been somebody that has always had like vivid dreams, or you had, your intuition was like right on. You could, you know, maybe you could even, I heard, read minds. You're probably someone that can pick up on all of that stuff, and suddenly it's like you're out of touch with it, and you're not really sure what's going on. Just like I'm kind of stuttering over my words right now. You were probably trying to figure out like what is going on, why is this happening, like, you know, did I lose contact, what's going on? But what they're saying here is that, you know, sometimes you have to retreat, so that because you're in this metamorphosis. Okay, what else is here that you want? Okay, yeah, allow a sense of peaceful tranquility to pervade your consciousness. You may walk into the forest and listen to the voices of nature. Sit quietly in the energy and feel how your mind is calmed and your spirit renewed. Listen to the messages that you receive in this meditation interval. Allow the simple being is at least as important as all the doing that consumes most lives. If you are unable to be in nature, find a place of sanctuary in your home, church, or city. Oh, you had to bring up the church, didn't you? Use this card to symbolically assist you in evoking a sense of renewal and equanimity. Okay. Okay. Because they brought up the church. Okay, remember that the emotions of love and compassion influences the harmonics of the heart and the renewal of life force. Mindfully honor the sanctuary of quiet moments. And why I was pausing was because they brought up about the church. And, you know, like, I don't know if I really want to bring that up here, Spirit. Okay, they said I don't have to. But then when they brought up mindfully, they reminded me because they wanted me to pull out, they wanted me to pull out a passage from this little mindful book on the go. So, yeah, they want me to do that. Okay. And you know, the bees too are like the givers of life. Because without the bees pollinating all the plants and flowers and okay. So number 64, receiving. Yeah, I think this is, you know, and they have those spirals. Oh, they spoke about the spirals in all three here. 64, readiness and receptivity. Yeah, I think they're bringing you through this metamorphosis, and they're bringing you this clarity of why you're in this and why you're not having this kind of connection that you maybe once had that came very easily to you. And they're going to bring you into this receiving energy here with, because this is, you know, okay. Okay, yeah, look, and it's about the DNA spirals again, yeah. Okay, she is a lightning rod and receptor of universal information and infinite wisdom. DNA spiral appears as pillars or antennas in support of her readiness. This card celebrates the transformation that is taking place in your experience of reality and our willingness to shift from the separation of duality consciousness to the certainty of our connectedness with all that is. And see how they talked about this metamorphosis transformation, and then she's the one saying, like, she's like, yeah, and then you're going to be, they're leading you here. I just heard, tell them that they're just to keep following your intuition, because your guides are leading you through your intuition to all the right steps. Oh, Spirit, I got the tinglies all over. Oh, I got the chills too. Okay, you guys are amazing because you, okay. All right. Okay. As you continue your visionary path, allow your awareness and understanding of sacred geometry to nurture your evolution. Let this card be a signpost of your willingness to become a beacon of hope and guiding light for those still caught in the old paradigm of separation. Remain receptive to the message you are receiving and give thanks for your conscious participation. Oh, Spirit, they just blow me away because, you know, this, and I spoke about that in the very beginning of how I wrote that down. And the fruit of life. Because and then you have the bee, and then the fruit of life over here. I don't know if you can see this card, but, you know, they have the bee and the fruit of life. Oh, look, and then they're talking, they just made me make notice of all the symbols and everything that are here on these rocks, because they're saying, like, you are being guided. And sometimes you could just see like a crack in the pavement or something, and it'll, you know, be that. Okay. The fruit of life. I'm going to look at that like really quickly, because there's something about the fruit of life here that they want to make note of. So for whoever has been, well, probably abundance and manifestation. And that's where it's going to lead you. So you're going to be led, you know, not just with this, but through abundance and manifestation, it's going to actually, you're going to be able to manifest too. Pulling this card suggests that by the fruit of your labor and vision, abundance has or is about to manifest in your life. Rejoice in the knowledge that you are drawing in abundance and manifesting your goals. Abundance comes in many forms, and you are cautioned not to get caught up in the thinking that abundance must be about wealth. True, as you find your life's path, the rewards will flow freely and hard times will pass. There are, however, many other types of abundance: beauty, love, friendship, hope, and growth. Not just to name a few. Let the abundance you are manifesting bring you to a greater understanding of your purpose in life and expanded view of plenty. And that's what they were talking about all along, about this transformation that you're going through. Oh, wow, Spirit. Okay. So they want me to do something here with this book. Oops, it's falling everywhere. Hold on. Just, there's pages bent here. Just want to... Okay. What is it here? Deeper lessons. That's what it's... Oh, deeper lessons here. Oh my goodness, look at that. And on this page, it's actually 117. And that's 11 and that's 7. Well, that's freaky. Okay, so deeper lessons. It says, it took many of us, including me, several weeks to repeat this task until we were able to bring mindfulness to even half of the doors we walked through. So you've gone through a lot of transfer. You've gone through this metamorphosis more than once. Okay. We improved when someone We improved when someone hung a large sheet of plexiglass in a dim hallway near a commonly used door. We all walked into it several times. Yeah, that's hitting those walls. Even the person who hung it up. A few bangs on the head can... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I got the weird hiccups going on here. A few bangs on the head can do wonders for one's mindfulness. We also pondered why this exercise is so challenging. One person had an insight. As we walk toward a door, our mind moves ahead to the future, toward what we will be encountering and doing on the other side. This mind movement is not obvious. It takes careful watching. It makes us go unconscious just briefly for what we are doing in the present. That's at manifesting. The unconscious or semi-conscious mind, however, is able to steer us through the movements of opening the door and making our way safely through. This is one example of how we move through much of our day like sleepwalkers, navigating through the world while caught in a dream. This semi-conscious state is a source of dissatisfaction. The present feeling that something is not right and that there is a gap between us and life as it is actually happening. As we learn to become present bit by bit, the gap closes and life becomes more vivid and satisfying. The final words here is appreciate each physical space and each mind space you have encountered. And that's what I was talking about earlier, about how perhaps your intuition has always been right on and you always had great clarity, but then suddenly it felt like you were disconnected from that. And, you just maybe you feel like you keep banging into that invisible wall and you don't understand what's going on. But what they're saying here is that you've already gone through a lot of doors. This isn't something new. This is just something different, as I heard. Something different. They want me to go back to this tiger. They keep pulling up, making me look at this tiger. They're saying there's something about this tiger. And, you know, I do see here that they're talking about, they're pointing out like the little light third eye and then the tiger's heart. And perhaps maybe both of those have to line up. Like your heart has to line up with your third eye. So they want me to go back to this tiger because I didn't read a part of it. I only read the guidance part. So I don't know what they're trying to, what they want you to know here. Tiger, look, I did a tiger. Oh my God, look at this. Tigers come from, okay, we're not going to read that. They carry much wisdom in their auras. They are powerful beings spiritually as well as physically and are extremely psychic. Their sole mission is to watch over and guard the planet from lower energies approaching us. Their roars are not only alert, they alert other creatures, just like the when I was the donkey does the same thing on a farm. It alerts when there's danger. Okay, their roars are not only they alert other creatures to their boundaries, but send a warning out into space. They raise the frequency in the area. No two tigers have the same patterns of stripes, so each one is unique. They are unusual in the feline kingdom, for they are learning to enjoy water and even catch fish so that they can take this new understanding back to Orion. That's where they say they originate from. They say that tigers come from Orion. I don't know how you say that word. But that's, oh my God, so you are very psychic. Like I was talking about earlier, how you're really, you know, you've had this connection and then suddenly you feel like there's a disconnect. But they're trying to bring clarity to you because they're talking about like the spirals. In each card here in the fractals, they spoke about the spirals. And in fact, I think they even talked about the spirals in this. Okay, so what is the... Okay, they want me to leave this one. They want me to read this one next. Faith, Cloak of Protection. Okay, so Faith. Let me just find that book. What did I do with that book? Oh, there it is. Okay, so after I read these, I'm going to close the reading. So, Faith. Here we go. Oops, too far. Faith is a part of the Holy Trinity of divine feminine angels alongside charity and hope, supporting the upgrading of humanity. She is the divine counterpart of Archangel Michael and is therefore associated with righteousness, justice, protection, and power. So while you're going through this metamorphosis, she's protecting you. That's why she carries that sword. And that's why she has that light like she does. She can light up that sword at any time and defend you. Okay. And is therefore associated with the righteousness, justice, protection, and power. Her personal mission is to help us develop a trusting bond with our higher power so that we can live a life that's filled with purpose. So the extra guidance here is a brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you, just like I said that the angels were guiding you, like you're being guided on your path and not to worry about this separation because you're in this metamorphosis. Holy Spirit. Okay, so angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, knowing that you can let down all the shields that you have put around yourself. Take refuge in this moment, knowing that higher powers are guiding you on your way. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take and are unsure what to do, know the angels are here to bring you comfort and support. Let the light of the prayer guide you. Then, when you feel safe, you'll know what to do next. Okay, so then this one here is universal energies you are sending. So universal energies. It's probably at the very end, I would think. Oops. Nope, well, pretty close. Okay, universal energies are ultimately the thoughts of God. If the universe was a gigantic big heart, every time that heart beat, that beat would be the beings that this card represents. These enigmatic light beings are expressions of the holiest divine love available, and whenever they come to you, they hold you in a space of unconditional light so that you can feel safe, supported, and guided. And they're just repeating the same message. Isn't that funny? They are dedicated to helping us more through the process of ascension, which is ultimately about living in a more conscious and aligned way so that we can make a positive impact with our life choices and presence. The extra guidance here is ascension doesn't mean leaving your body and going into the next dimension. It's about fully integrating the light of your soul into your earthly incarnation. To walk the path of ascension is ultimately to create the experience of heaven on earth. In order to walk this path of light and truth, it's essential to recollect the parts of your life you have abandoned or avoided. By revisiting those parts with a more spiritual, aware self, you have an opportunity to heal them and surmount the challenges for good. The biggest light work you can do is to bring light to your own shadow. And your shadow is basically like all those negative things about yourself that perhaps you didn't, you don't want to face because, it's painful, right? So, oh my God, look, 26, future human, because you're ascending. So they're talking about being a future human. Oh, Spirit, after all this metamorphosis is over. Oh, yeah, okay. Humanity is evolving. The future human is growing from the spiritually ground currently being tended by highly individualistic, creative soul types who live in harmony with a loving inner connection to their journey of healing and awakening. The founding spiritual fathers and mothers of the evolving human collectively need a strong sense of self to engage actively with others without losing their own voice. Such souls need to remember to stay true to their work, recognizing that this doesn't have to separate them from others. Rather, it strengthens the clarity. Look, and it came right out on clarity, the sky of clarity. Geez, Spirit. So yeah, I just realized that you have the sky, which is the universe, and then you have the earth. I just realized that. That's cool how they did that. The universe and the earth. And then this card represents, Spirit. Okay, they blew me away. I'm sorry I got off track here. It's just the founding spiritual fathers and mothers of the evolving human collective need a strong sense of self to engage actively with others without losing their own voice. Such souls need to remember to stay true to their work, recognizing that this doesn't have to separate them from others. Rather, it strengthens the clarity and helpfulness of what they can offer. Continue to develop yourself. In doing so, those around you benefit from your increasing spiritual maturity. Nurture your hopeful heart and continue to contribute positively toward what can be for future generations of humanity. Now, there was something else that kind of struck me too, and I didn't want to stop reading, but I thought I would just go back to it, but now I just can't seem to find it. But I was talking about about the separate, like being separate, but yet you're all one. So they brought that up several times. So you might feel like you're really separate from the rest of humanity because of your gifts. But soon I think you're going to be working together, because I think you're going to have, you're going to find, oh, look at there. They even have a turtle here, and they asked me to bring out my turtle. Okay. I'm just going to leave that. Okay, Spirit, that was a beautiful message. Is there anything else? What is it? They said there's one more card. What's the last card? Message from Spirit. Just hold on a moment. I just pull this out here. A message from Spirit. I don't know what this message could be. I mean, this has been amazing, this reading. So whoever this is going to find, you know, like your psychic abilities and your intuition are just on hold at the moment. But, you know, they told me to make note of this, this card here, because they're saying how, like, the only thing that would give you this mirage is, like, usually water. Water gives you that. Oh, yeah, I just realized that you're getting the same here, too. It's like a mirage of what's above you. So, what were you saying? Oh, because, yeah, okay. They were saying how, like, the flow, sometimes, like, the ocean has to recede, but it always comes back, and that's where it's receded, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a card here. That one, this one. Okay, it's a bird. Dear you, there's always more than one side of an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today, we suggest that instead of you looking at for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks, or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept what others have. Different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what you have been presented with, a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. And that's what I was talking about, how you're going to attract your soul group and your soul tribe. And then this card actually, it spoke about, like, dealing with the old relationships and stuff like that. So maybe that's what this is for, just to remind you that though we are all separate, but even though we're all one, and though we are separate, we have to not look at people with, you know, like, all those differences, and that just because they have those differences, that's okay, because it takes, okay, all right, so yeah, because they're saying here that, you know, it takes all the differences, that is what makes the world go around. That's what creates that flow. The differences actually helps create the flow, which makes sense, because if everybody thought the same way, there would be no expansion happening, because, you know, like, everybody would be like, yeah, we all want the same thing, and it would be a very boring existence, I would think. Yeah, okay, Spirit, that's very good. Thank you very much. So, you know, it is good to remind us about the judgment, because, you know, sometimes we do get into those bad moments, and we do have that judgment of others, and, you know, that's not something that we should really entertain too much. So, with that, Spirit, thank you for this very beautiful message, and I'm grateful that you let me deliver it. So with that, I'm going to close the reading, and for everyone out there in the collective, just realize that, you know, this is just to bring you clarity, and it's to bring you understanding of what's going on with you right now, and that this clarity here is just so that, you know, you're going through this metamorphosis, but, you know, you're going to be in a receiving soon. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take. I guess that depends on each of us, because we're all at different levels of our healing. And yeah, so that's really great. So thank you very much, Spirit, and for the collective, sending love and light always, and hope this video finds you well.